Hello everybody, it is I, Gurkles, and I am very sorry that it has been so long. I have several reasons, but the majority of that reason is I just really haven't felt like recording. I did try about a week ago. I was going to try to find flux for the anvil. I can actually make armor, because this is where the flux would go, and that's what you need to actually do plans and make a new anvil. And so I traveled all the way over to where it says female cows, and that's where I stopped, because there are 5 different ways to get flux. You can find a ore or mineral, I'm not sure which it counts as, called borax, which you can then hit with a hammer and turn into flux. Or you can find either chalk, dolomite, limestone, or marble, and that also turns into flux. Now I tried, and I failed. And I found cows, and I'm just like, you know what, I have gone far enough, I haven't seen any cows. And so I found 2 cows. I also found sheep. I was going to bring back, I had 6 ropes with me, 2 of them broke on the way. I was going to bring back 4 cows, 3 females, and a boy. And then I found the sheep, and so I'm just like, well, I can come back for them, and at the very least if I have 1 male and 1 female, I can, breed them. That's cool. So I let 2 of the female cows loose, and I grabbed a boy sheep and a girl sheep. The pig kind of just fell in there. And on the way over, at about 3,000 blocks out, my female sheep fell off of a cliff and died. So yeah. But I have seen pigs, I think it was somewhere out on an island over there. So I might grab those. It is now autumn. It is October. And I am going to try once again to find some marble, limestone, or any of those other 2. If I can find borax too, I'm not really keen on mining it all. I would rather find the stone. It's a lot easier to mine. You get a little bit less, but you can get more of it in the long run. But yeah, that's what I did. I've harvested all of my edible crops, and I'm just waiting to see if I can get anything from that jute. See, it's been so long, I can't even remember what it's called. I can't remember my own name right now. And I will check back in with you in hopefully not too long. Again, I'm just looking for stuff to make flux so we can actually get some armor made, because that would be nice. And then I could start working on making iron tools once I get a bloomery going. So I will check back as soon as I have something worth checking back in for. See ya. Alright guys, I have not found any of that rock quite yet. I almost died over there. I dug. I didn't have enough blocks to get back up. My pick had just died. And so I had to punch my way out, and I was starving. So we made it back in time. I went over to this tetracopper. I am currently working on smelting that so I can make a pick. Oh, I got tetracopper from over there because I had like a dozen hits on a used pickaxe over here. And I have successfully impregnated one of my cows. So sometime in the... I'm not sure how long gestation is for these cows. But she is pregnant. We got the little... She will forever be our friend. When they have that little line around them and I think their heart turns yellow, I think that means that no matter what you do, they will be your friend. So I am going to eventually work on building a building out here for them somewhere. I'll probably level this out and just make a pell-mell building. I'm not going to sort them into cows and stuff. It's dark. It is dark. I'm not going to sort them out into, you know, what animals what. I'm hoping to find some chickens because that sounds like it would be cool. Is it daytime or is it dark? It's dark. Dunk's birthday. Okay. Happy birthday, Dunk. Whoever you are. And yeah, so I guess I will see you guys eventually. Oh, also, I forgot to tell you guys, I found some fruit trees while exploring all the way over there. I would have been very, very mad if I didn't find fruit trees. I think these are, I've got plum. Looks like oh no, it just stopped making sounds. I think I got 2 of one and then 2 other singles. I got plum, which I think I got 2 plum, a peach tree, and a lemon tree. Now, I could have mixed up the amounts of those. I know I got 2 of a single tree, 1 single tree, and 1 single tree, and I know that peach, plum, and lemon are the types. But that'll be nice. I'll have these berries, and then I'll have that for fruit. And then, let's see. I need more fruit, quite a bit more fruit. I need dairy, like really badly. While I'm doing this, I'm going to look up I got the female cow. I can start making cheese. But first I think I need vinegar. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that while I wait for this. And when I figured out what the heck I'm doing, I'm going to let you guys know, unless I forget. Or stop the video by accident, because I've done that a couple of times. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Well guys, just like I told you I would, I accidentally hit the button to cancel the video, so I'm going to have to put those 2 together. But I have finally... Hold on, let me turn this down. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but I just can't hear anymore. I'm deaf. But I finally figured out what to do in order to make cheese. First step is to make vinegar. To make vinegar, you need fruit, a large enough piece of fruit, and alcohol. So I'm in the process of making whiskey. I just took my grain, which I had to make a quern for. And what you do is you use 3 pieces of smooth stone. So what you do is you go around and you break off the blocks so they fall off completely. Like this. This is like what you would mine. And then for the 3 smooth ones, I have to take 3 of those. I used granite for that. I made a mistake. But I just used granite. And then you take the chisel. Make sure you have your hammer in your hot bar. And I click them on this little node right here. See that big open square? And I just right click once on each one. And then you're able to mine it up. It stays like that. You put 3 in these bottom for the quern. And then you can take that out. And then you use 3 rough stones. So like that phyllite that I just showed you. That's the stuff that just falls right off. You use 3 of those down here. And then a stick up here. And that turns into this. Now what you do with this is with an open hand. You put whatever you want to grind in. And you close out. And then you just right click on that. And when it's done... I don't know if this is really used for anything, but let me show you with a bone. I put the bone in there. If I actually click on the handle. There we go. And now we've got bone meal. I'm not entirely sure what that's used for. Okay. Looks like just for dyes. What is the point of that? It stays the same. Alright, well that's pointless. But if you need to, there it is. So alright, now I'm just waiting on my whiskey to finish, and then I will see if this piece of fruit is big enough. It probably isn't. Unfortunate but true. I don't think I have any other fruit either. Let's check. I don't have anything else. I have this, but you can't combine those 2. I need to eat. Let's see. No. they would actually consider the tomato a fruit, then it would be fine. But it's not. But yes, once a day. Actually, no, that's a good one. Let's empty that. This is where I'm gonna put our milk, I think. Yeah. Alright, and it's gonna take quite a bit. So when I do this, I want to make sure that I fill it all the way, except for I want to put in, I guess, 8 more buckets, so a total of 9 buckets of milk, because then I need to add a single bucket of vinegar to that, and then seal it, and that's what's going to make our cheese. And because I looked on the wiki, and it said that I could drink the milk, but I tried. And I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong. You said to take the wooden bucket. I don't think I can get milk from her quite yet. I know you're all boys, but can you give me milk? Actually, you know, that's probably not a good idea. That's so sanitary. I don't know if the animals can get up the ladder. I was tempted to find out. Can you get up? I don't think you can. Awesome. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to try to take it away anyway. I don't think I have any more grain either. Oh, when that other sheep died, I did manage to get its wool. What I did was I had a small hide with wool on it, and I just took the hide with wool, I put it in my crafting bar with the copper knife. It made a small raw hide and it gave me 1 piece of wool, and I put that wool in with my spindle up here, and that gave me 8 pieces of string. Now, in order to make a bed, I need to make wool cloth, which I think is a 3x3 of that. So I'm going to need at least 3 more pieces of wool. But unless I want to go and start killing a bunch of sheep, which I don't really have, I need to get working on my blue marine, which I can't do until I have that stupid flux. Sad face. Alright, let's... I'm not being very smart about that. Well, sometime tomorrow I should be able to get another bucket. My whiskey should be done, and I got the vinegar. There's just a lot of steps to this, guys. It's a very trying mod pack, and I am sorry for... I was doing so great. I was putting out 1 or more videos a day, and then I think I just overdid it. I did it so much that it made me almost sick of it. It's a lot of work with not a lot of gain right off the bat, and it just kind of puts you down. I'm going to try to be better about it. I'll probably slow it down to maybe once a week. I might be better about it, but I might just end up recording a bunch of videos in one day like this, and then maybe, you know, uploading them once a week, even if I don't actually play. I really don't have an excuse. When I first stopped recording, it was almost 3 weeks ago now, I had been sick, and so that's why I didn't record that day, and I just haven't really felt good since, but it's more just overall grogginess. Get a drink of water. And then I just kept thinking about, you know, how much I needed to do, and then I went off and did the cows, and I didn't get what I wanted to done. And I mean, I traveled all that way, and I'm just like, this stinks, guys. And yeah. I do have to admit, though, when I did go and get the cows, I came like this close to dying because I had forgotten my sword. I'm not exactly sure how I did that, but I did a bad thing, and I turned the world on peaceful. I'm just letting you guys know now. I'm not going to try to do that. For the most part, I want to run like a little girl. It's just, it was so freaking far, and I didn't have anything to do with, or to defend myself with. I have no armor whatsoever. And I just got tired of it. I didn't want to die, especially when I wasn't planning on recording unless I found my flux. And so I just did it. Long story short, I'm a bad person. But, yeah, I live and learn. I also took down all my crops. Because it is freezing at night every now and then. And I was losing seeds, and that's a bad thing. So yes, I'm sorry guys, I will try to do better, but no promises. That's just life. I guess that wraps it up for this video. I have to meld these two videos together to make one, so hopefully it will work. It did last time. If not, I apologize. And I guess that will be it for this episode. This is Gurgles, signing off.